Have you ever wondered if someone truly loves you, or if it's just an illusion? Love is one of the most powerful yet misunderstood forces in human life. We often associate it with words, romantic declarations, sweet compliments, or promises of eternity. But here's the truth, love is not what people say, it's what they consistently do over time. Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, believed that true love is never completely hidden, it always reveals itself through subtle yet undeniable signs. Love is not just passion or fleeting emotions, it is a deep psychological and spiritual bond that manifests in everyday actions, whether we recognize it or not. Imagine this, you have a friend or partner who always remembers the smallest details about you, who listens intently when you speak, who stands by you in tough times without expecting anything in return. These are not coincidences, they are the unconscious ways love expresses itself. But on the flip side, we must also be cautious, many people mistake temporary affection for true love. This video is crucial because recognizing real love helps us appreciate what is genuine and avoid unnecessary heartbreak. We will explore the unmistakable signs that someone truly loves you, based on psychological insights, real-life experiences, and timeless philosophical wisdom. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn may completely change the way you see love and relationships. And if you relate to any of these signs, share your experience in the comments below, let's create a space for wisdom, growth, and self-awareness. Now, let's begin. Not all enemies announce themselves. Some of the most dangerous people in your life are the ones who pretend to be your friend while secretly resenting you. Their hatred isn't loud, it's hidden behind polite smiles, subtle sarcasm, and quiet acts of sabotage. But here's the truth, no matter how well they hide it, their true feelings will always slip through in small, revealing moments. If you pay attention to the signs, you can protect yourself from those who wish you harm. Today, we're going to uncover 8 psychological signs that someone secretly hates you. Some of these may surprise you, but once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's begin. Have you ever noticed that when you spend a lot of time with someone, they start picking up your habits? Maybe they begin using the same phrases you do, gesturing the way you do, or even mirroring your sitting posture. This is called mirroring behavior, and it is one of the subconscious signs that someone deeply connects with you, whether they realize it or not. Psychologically, mirroring is a fundamental aspect of human bonding. When we admire or feel close to someone, our brains instinctively encourage us to mimic their body language, speech, or behaviors. Studies show that this phenomenon occurs because mirroring fosters trust and emotional connection. In the context of love, if someone unknowingly copies your gestures, your tone of voice, or even your habits, it's a powerful sign that they feel a strong attraction to you. Imagine this scenario, you've been getting coffee every morning with a colleague. You always order a cappuccino. A few weeks later, you notice that this person, who used to drink tea, now orders a cappuccino as well. It wasn't a conscious decision, they simply started following your preference without realizing it. But how do you differentiate mirroring from mere coincidence? Look for consistent patterns. Do they mimic your mannerisms over time? Do they adopt your speech rhythm or humor style? A person who feels emotionally close to you will unconsciously reflect your behaviors. However, here's a red flag to watch out for: if this person never shows any interest in you, never remembers anything important about you, or their interactions feel distant, their behavior might not indicate love, but rather indifference. True connection is revealed through active engagement and subtle reflection of your habits, not through forced interactions. Pay attention, because sometimes, love is hidden in the details we overlook. Have you ever felt like someone was deeply interested in you, giving you attention, engaging in meaningful conversations, showing subtle signs of care, only to suddenly withdraw for no clear reason? This sudden emotional distance can be confusing, even painful. But in many cases, it is actually a sign of hidden feelings. According to psychology, people who develop strong emotions for someone may sometimes pull away due to fear. Fear of rejection, fear of vulnerability, or even fear of their own emotions. Carl Jung's theory of the shadow self explains that when people experience emotions they don't fully understand, they sometimes suppress them instead of embracing them. Love can trigger deep insecurities, making a person instinctively step back. Let's consider a real-life scenario. You have a friend or colleague who has always been warm, engaging, and present in your life. You talk often, they ask about your day, and they seem to genuinely enjoy being around you. Then, seemingly overnight, they become distant, they stop texting first, they act indifferent, and they seem to avoid one-on-one interactions. But when you do spend time together, you notice their body language still reflects affection, lingering eye contact, nervous fidgeting, or even moments of deep connection before they withdraw again. This kind of emotional push and pull often signals internal conflict. They may not be sure how to handle their feelings, or they could be struggling with personal issues that make them hesitant to fully open up. However, here's the red flag: if this person constantly plays emotional hide and seek, one day being warm, the next being cold, without a clear reason or explanation, it could be a form of emotional manipulation rather than hidden love. True affection may create distance temporarily, but it doesn't create confusion indefinitely. So if someone pulls away unexpectedly, don't jump to conclusions, but do observe whether their actions reveal deeper emotions, or if they are simply playing games. Sometimes, love hides in fear, but real love always finds a way back. Playful teasing, when done right, is a powerful sign of affection. It's a subtle way to build intimacy, reduce emotional tension, and create shared inside jokes. But how do you know if teasing is a sign of love or just a way to put you down? Psychology explains that teasing can serve two purposes: to create emotional closeness and shared humor, to establish dominance or control by making someone feel small. Let's consider a real-life scenario. Imagine you have a friend or colleague who frequently teases you in a light-hearted way. Perhaps they joke about how you always order the same drink or how you take forever to make a decision. But there's warmth in their tone, and they always make sure you're laughing too. This kind of playful banter builds comfort and connection. Now, compare that to someone who constantly teases in a way that makes you feel insecure, mocking your looks, making jokes about your intelligence, or brushing off your feelings when you express discomfort. This is not playful teasing, it's emotional manipulation. Red flag: if someone frequently teases you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, small, or self-conscious, their intentions are not rooted in affection. A person who truly likes you will never use humor as a weapon. They will tease you to make you laugh, not to make you doubt yourself. Key takeaway: if teasing is mutual, light-hearted, and full of warmth, it's a strong sign of emotional connection. If it's one-sided, humiliating, or makes you question your worth, it's a sign of hidden hostility, not love. One of the clearest signs of genuine love is when someone remembers the little things about you, things that even you might forget. Love is not just about grand gestures, it's often hidden in the details. Psychology of remembering small details. Our brains naturally prioritize information about people we deeply care about. This is why someone in love will store and recall small details about you effortlessly, because their mind considers you important. Real-life scenario. Imagine you casually mention in conversation that you have an important job interview next week. You don't think much about it, but on the day of your interview, they send you a supportive message wishing you luck. This might seem small, but it's a powerful sign that they value and care about you. Similarly, they remember your favorite drink or food without you having to remind them. That random story you told them months ago about your childhood. The exact way you like your coffee. The red flag. On the flip side, if someone never remembers anything important to you, it's a sign that they don't truly invest in the relationship. Forgetting things once in a while is normal, but consistently failing to recall basic details shows a lack of emotional engagement. Key takeaway. When someone loves you, they pay attention, not because they have to, but because they genuinely want to. Real love is not about remembering everything, but about remembering what matters most to you. Different treatment, a subtle yet powerful sign of love. One of the clearest indicators of love is when someone treats you differently from everyone else. It's not about favoritism, it's about how they unconsciously prioritize you over others in their words, actions, and emotions. Psychology behind this behavior. According to psychology, emotional attachment influences behavior. When someone loves you, they instinctively adjust their demeanor around you, whether they realize it or not. If they are generally cold or reserved but warm and engaged with you, it's a sign that they feel safe and emotionally connected to you. If they are friendly with everyone, but go the extra mile for you, it signals a special level of care and attention. Real-life example. Imagine you're in a group of friends. There's one person who treats everyone politely, but when they talk to you, their tone softens, they listen more intently, and they show genuine interest in what you have to say. Or perhaps, they're the type who rarely open up, but when they're with you, they let their guard down, sharing personal thoughts and emotions they wouldn't with others. This is not a coincidence, it's emotional vulnerability, and it's a sign of deep affection. The red flag. However, if they treat you exactly the same as everyone else, no extra effort, no deeper conversations, no special attention, it may be a sign that they don't see you in a uniquely important way. Key takeaway. Love is not just about words, it's about who someone becomes when they are with you. If their behavior towards you stands apart from how they treat others, it's a powerful sign that you hold a special place in their heart. Have you ever caught someone glancing at you, only for them to quickly look away? This subtle yet powerful sign could mean more than you think. Analysis. When someone has deep feelings for you, their subconscious often betrays them through furtive glances. Even if they try to act indifferent, their eyes reveal a hidden connection. These stolen glances indicate admiration, curiosity, and emotional attachment. Real-life example. Imagine being in a room full of people, and yet, whenever you turn around, you notice that one person keeps looking at you. When your eyes meet, they quickly divert their gaze or pretend to be focused elsewhere. This is not mere coincidence, it's an unconscious act of someone captivated by your presence. Red flag. On the other hand, if someone never looks at you or seems completely indifferent to your presence, it could mean they are not interested or emotionally disengaged. A lack of visual attention might suggest that you are not a significant part of their inner world. How to recognize it? Pay attention to someone who frequently looks at you when they think you're unaware. Notice if they maintain eye contact longer than usual or quickly look away when caught. Observe whether their pupils dilate, a common physiological response to attraction. Wisdom behind this behavior. Psychologists and philosophers have long studied the connection between love and body language. Carl Jung suggested that the subconscious often reveals our true emotions before our conscious mind does. In love, this means our body may express what our words fail to say. If you catch someone stealing glances at you frequently, it might be a sign of unspoken admiration. However, true love isn't just about glances, it's about consistent care, respect, and emotional connection. Have you ever mentioned something small, only to have someone remember and act on it later? This could be one of the strongest signs of true love. Analysis. A person who truly loves you doesn't just listen to your words, they hear your emotions, your desires, and the things you don't even say out loud. Careful listening is an undeniable sign of deep emotional connection. Open book real-life example. Imagine casually mentioning in a conversation that you love a specific dish. Days or even weeks later, they surprise you with that exact meal, without any reminders. This simple act shows that they not only heard you, but they also remembered and cared enough to act on it. Red flag. If someone constantly forgets what you say, doesn't recall important details, or seems disengaged when you speak, it may be a sign that they are not truly invested in your emotional world. How to recognize it? They recall small, seemingly unimportant details you've shared. They follow up on past conversations, showing that they actually care. They understand your emotions beyond just words, sensing when something is wrong even if you don't say it. Wisdom behind this behavior. Philosophers and psychologists, including Carl Jung, have long believed that deep listening is an act of love. It is through listening that we connect, understand, and support each other. Love is not just grand gestures, it is found in the everyday moments of being truly heard. If someone listens to you with real attention and remembers what you say, cherish them. They are showing you, in one of the most powerful ways possible, that you matter to them. Have you ever had someone care for you in ways so subtle yet so meaningful that you didn't even realize it at first? That's the quiet power of love. Analysis. True love isn't always about grand gestures, it's about the small, unnoticed ways someone takes care of you. When a person deeply loves you, they will naturally be attuned to your well-being, responding to your needs before you even express them. Real-life example, you're feeling under the weather, and without asking, they bring you a warm cup of tea, remind you to take your medicine, or adjust their plans just to make sure you're comfortable. These little acts speak louder than words. Red flag, if they only show up when it's convenient for them, never noticing when you're unwell or emotionally drained, this could be a sign that their affection is not genuine. How to recognize it? They pay attention to your health and emotional state without being asked. They notice small signs of discomfort and act accordingly. They make sacrifices, no matter how small, just to ensure you're okay. Wisdom behind this behavior. Carl Jung and many philosophers have emphasized that true love is instinctual. It manifests in actions more than words. A person who genuinely cares for you doesn't wait for you to request help, they instinctively offer it. Love isn't just about romance or passion, it's about the deep, everyday care that someone gives you, not out of obligation, but out of genuine concern. When someone consistently looks after your well-being, even in the smallest ways, it's a strong sign of love. Have you ever noticed how some people instinctively act to protect you, even in small, unconscious ways? That's not just kindness, it's a deep-rooted sign of love. Analysis. True love isn't just about words, it's about actions. When someone genuinely loves you, their instincts naturally drive them to ensure your safety and well-being. It's an automatic response, not a calculated effort. Real-life example, you're walking together on a busy street, and without thinking, they put their arm in front of you to prevent you from stepping into traffic. Or maybe they subtly position themselves between you and a potential danger, without even realizing it. Red flag, if they never show concern for your safety, don't react when someone mistreats you, or seem indifferent when you're in a risky situation, this could be a sign that they don't truly care. How to recognize it? They instinctively shield you from danger, even in everyday moments. They react protectively when someone disrespects or mistreats you. Their actions come naturally, without hesitation or pretense. The psychology behind it. Carl Jung's theory of the unconscious mind suggests that our deepest emotions manifest in ways we don't always recognize. Genuine love activates a protective instinct, making someone more alert and responsive to your well-being. True love isn't just about romance or grand gestures, it's about the unspoken ways someone shows up for you, safeguards you, and ensures you're okay. When someone's first reaction is to protect you, even unconsciously, it's a strong indicator of deep, genuine affection. Have you ever had someone share their deepest fears, insecurities, or past traumas with you? If so, they likely trust and care for you more than you realize. Analysis. True love isn't just about attraction or admiration, it's about emotional intimacy. When someone lets their guard down and reveals their vulnerabilities, it's a profound sign of trust and deep emotional connection. This is because opening up exposes them to potential judgment or rejection, and no one does that unless they feel safe. Real-life example. A person who usually keeps things to themselves suddenly shares a childhood trauma, a personal struggle, or even a failure that still haunts them. They don't just tell anyone these things, they tell you because they feel secure in your presence. Red flag. If someone never opens up about their inner world, no fears, no struggles, no self-doubts, they might not fully trust you. Love thrives on emotional openness, and a person who always keeps their walls up might not be emotionally invested in the relationship. How to recognize it? They share their fears, regrets, or childhood wounds only with you. They talk about their weaknesses without feeling judged. They seek emotional support and confide in you when they're struggling. The psychology behind it. Carl Jung's theory of the shadow self explains that we all have hidden parts of ourselves, things we suppress out of fear or shame. True love creates a safe space where these suppressed emotions can surface without fear of rejection. If someone opens up their soul to you, revealing their deepest wounds, cherish it. It's one of the most powerful and undeniable signs of true love and trust. True love is not just about remembering birthdays or anniversaries, it's about valuing the little moments that matter to you. When someone truly cares, they will remember and acknowledge even the smallest milestones in your life. Real-life example. Imagine mentioning in passing that it's the anniversary of when you landed your first job, and later that day, they send you a message saying, "Happy work anniversary. I know how much this job meant to you." These small moments show deep attentiveness and emotional connection. Red flag. If someone never remembers or acknowledges the things that matter to you, they may not be as emotionally invested as you think. A partner who dismisses or forgets meaningful dates might not be paying attention to what makes you happy. How to recognize it? They celebrate your personal victories, no matter how small. They remember things even you forgot, like the day you got your first client or adopted a pet. They bring up shared memories from casual conversations, proving they listen deeply. The psychology behind it. According to Carl Jung, our subconscious forms deep attachments to things that hold meaning in our lives. When someone remembers your milestones, it means they have emotionally connected those events with you in their mind. This is a powerful sign of love. Someone who remembers and acknowledges the small anniversaries in your life is someone who truly values you. Pay attention to who celebrates your happiness, achievements, and personal growth, even when no one else does. Analysis. One of the strongest signs of true love is when someone sees a future with you. Love is not just about the present, it's about building a life together. If they naturally include you in their future plans, it means they truly envision a long-term commitment with you. Real-life example. Imagine your partner talking about a future vacation and saying, "We should go there next year," instead of just, "I want to go there someday." Or when they discuss buying a house, advancing their career, or making big life decisions, they automatically include you in those plans. This is a sign they see you as part of their long-term journey. Red flag. If they avoid talking about the future or always make plans that exclude you, it may indicate they don't see you as a long-term partner. A person who never includes you in their goals or dreams is likely not emotionally invested in a shared future. How to recognize it? They use phrases like, "our future," instead of, "my future." They make concrete plans with you for months or years ahead. They include you in discussions about family, financial stability, and long-term decisions. The psychology behind it. According to Carl Jung's theories on relationships, humans naturally build emotional attachments to those they see as part of their future. If someone deeply loves you, their subconscious will integrate you into their vision of the future without effort. Love is not just about the present, it's about choosing someone every single day for years to come. If they truly love you, you will naturally be part of their future, not just their present. Final reflection. Love is not just words, it is consistent actions over time. When someone truly loves you, you will feel it effortlessly, without needing to constantly question or seek reassurance. The ultimate truth about love. Throughout this video, we have explored the 12 undeniable signs of true love, from subtle mirroring behaviors to deep emotional connections. The smallest actions often reveal the biggest truths. If someone includes you in their future, listens attentively, and supports you in both good and bad times, you are experiencing real love. A question for you. Take a moment to reflect. Do you see these signs in someone around you? Have you ever overlooked a love that was there all along? Or perhaps, have you misinterpreted affection where there was none? A warning sign. If you constantly feel uncertain about where you stand with someone, if you have to guess whether they care, or if they make you doubt your worth, then that is not love, it is confusion. Love does not make you question your value, it makes you feel secure. Final message. Real love does not hide. It does not need to be forced, chased, or constantly explained. When someone loves you, their actions speak louder than any words. Which sign resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more psychological and philosophical insights on love and life.